be comfortable sitting in your silence. Like, I don't know. Don't be too needy. That's the word. Needy, clingy.
That's the word.
Because I'll be irritated.
That's the word. I was realizing that a thing that us as Africans maybe we've not been normalized to accept is that conflict or resolved conflict is a sign of love. Like when I'm willing to argue out a thing with you and like face it, I'm not going to avoid it, then I actually love you enough to go through this uncomfortable conversation.
I think I've also learned how to not give up on people because of my parents. That on my graduation, my parents had taken charge, but I left where I was seated as the mugore of the event. Went to ask, is everyone okay? Has everyone gotten food? My parents told me, Madam, garuka yoshita. Go and sit, everyone is okay. And now I always wonder what's that's going to be like when I'm planning my own wedding.
My name is Miss Bana.
You can call me Musinare.
And we are Lowkey Loud.
I am.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hi.
Yeah, how are you feeling? How are you?
Good. I mean bright colors.
The kimono.
Yeah,
but are we
it's
color
giving.
blocking? It's giving.
I'm feeling good. Like I said, bright colors. The kimono is beautiful. How about you? Have you been feeling this week?
I think I'm fine. Work has been hectic as usual.
I'm on summer break. I'm still on summer break. I can't feel it. I don't have to wake up early.
No, even
for
now
a
as
few
I'm
weeks.
here, even now as I'm here, work is waiting for me. But I'm feeling good. You know that energy after your birthday where you're like, I can face this new year, new me.
That was me after 4th of January.
Now me, I'm in that
By Feb, I was like, am I sure I want to do this anymore?
But right now I'm still in that fresh, like I've just done
Keep
my board, my vision board, so I'm in that energy. And I feel like the topic that we are talking about today, Pegamba. But first, what was loud for you this week?
What was loud?
What moment was so loud that you couldn't ignore?
So, for people that know the reality TV show Love Island, I follow the one of Love Island USA. I failed to get into UK. UK bores me for some reason.
I'm such a UK girl.
It bores me. It has really failed to get my attention, to be honest. I know there's UK, there's Australia, there's France, there's I think South Africa. But I always watch the USA one. And as per usual, when I'm watching some of these shows, it's class for me. So what caught my attention, What caught my attention this week was they do this thing called Casamore. They call it the ultimate test.
Yes. These are spoilers for me, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm on episode 10.
We actually done with Casamore. They're already recoupled and come back to the villa.
No, you know what? Give me the spoilers. It's okay.
There's a couple. There's Casey and Anaya. If you know the couples, I like Anaya. No, they are not.
Because where I'm at, it's
I was gonna say he's the B word, and I remember I need to control my anger.
Look at the way he presents us.
My God, performative, sweetie. So
he gave me that vibe when we came.
When he was calling her the blueprint.
No. Me from the point when he said I picked a plant because I thought.
Oh yeah.
That's
now
when I got my red flag.
I think what caught my attention is the show is about exploring, getting the perfect connection, yada yada yada. But then when he went to Casamore, like exploring is okay, find your person, but then don't ill talk the other person that you've been with. That's what he was doing. So like it reminded me, right?
Also her body,
tea actually hers is acid, it burns.
Ooh, every time she's walking around the villa I'm like, girl, you do your thing.
So he of course moves disrespectfully. He starts saying very mean things about her and all of that stuff. So it like made me realize like you could literally be with someone and if it doesn't work out, they'll go on to just spread false things about you.
Literally.
And this could be like a friendship, not even just in a romantic sex, even friendships. You could literally disagree with someone, have a disagreement. Like disagreements are normal in relationships, but you could have a disagreement and someone will go and be saying the most about you.
I feel like that says so much about that person.
So for me that's what, like, because I've been watching all these shows and stuff, I was like, I need to relate this to what is happening to the things that how relationships go around us, our friendships, and stuff like that.
No, but I think for me it was the same, but just in the case of Cynthia and Melanie's relationship, I'm still a bit ahead. Like right now I'm at the point where he's just coupled up with Soul, right? Where Soul picked him up. And I feel like the level of lying is crazy. Like I'm already just like, but like
also, they should have just called him insincere. I know it's a dry joke, but they should have just called him insincere.
But I feel like
he never speaks the truth. Or if he tries to, it's like half truths.
Very
So it
true,
pisses
very
me
true.
off.
And I feel like right now I'm at a point where I'm just getting irritated with Melanie because she's such a beautiful woman. I want to know what's in her past that's made her feel like she's not worthy of, you know, she seems to be so insecure. And
Yeah.
like, as much as, yes, he's fueling into it, I feel like even her, like the way that she reacts just even adds on to him.
Yeah,
I think he
yeah,
feels
yeah.
like, oh my God, this chick is really, really feeling me. And then like he just becomes more nonchalant.
Oh, it's like that thing of I've already gotten comfortable with you. I don't want to. But then she tried to get to know someone else in Casa Amor, and that person came. I think that person is actually worse than Sincere. But you know what? First get to Casa Amor and decide for them. You give
But
your
this is
you
a
give a
quick
verdict.
Kasamo. This is what, episode 21.
I didn't even like the fact that they were writing letters in the early episodes. Why are you writing each other letters? That's something that usually happens at the end of
But
the
I
show.
think Melanie and Cynthia are real like love bomb example
Yeah,
of what
yeah.
happens when you rush so quickly
Yeah.
and become attached so quickly. And then of course me, I feel like the insecurities Melanie has
Are
come
crazy,
with are
are
crazy because she's
crazy.
such a beautiful girl. I wonder what the
I feel
men
like
have done to
like
her.
we're going to have to do like an episode where we talk about why we could never be on Love Island.
Bam.
Because
Bam.
there's so many reasons. But let's get into our episode today. What's it about? What's it gonna be about?
Yes, today there's this thing that's been, maybe it's not trending anymore by the time you're watching this, but I feel like there's a topic that people have been talking about and it caught my attention. And I thought that it was a deep conversation because sometimes we tend to focus on the physical and the very sexual things. So today I want to talk about the non-sexual turn-ons that we have when it comes to men. Obviously we are straight, just in case.
Yeah.
These days you have to clarify.
I could be bad. I'm joking. I'm straight.
Yeah,
AF.
so those are the ones that we have, and I think we'll just go back and forth. I think it will be fun to just go back and forth. You wanna give us any context before? Like, are you seeing someone? Or we
No.
are we hoping to find someone?
I
with
don't
these
know.
qualities?
I don't know if I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm single. Definitely, I'm not seeing anyone at the moment.
Yeah.
But there are things that I think envision what my
Yes.
husband
Yeah.
should look like, could look like. Which one should I use? Either of the two, anyways. So there are things I'm like, you know what? Apart from him being handsome and maybe tall and all, because handsome is a must. Please.
We don't do medium ugly over here.
I that's not for me. For the people that subscribe to that school of thought, it's really okay. But me, I do not subscribe to it. I believe in having a handsome partner because I'm not cute. I don't like pretty men. I want a handsome,
Be a man.
have money features.
That's why me, I've
wicked.
cut off men with no beards. By the way.
Jesus
like,
Christ.
don't even approach me. Don't look at me. You're just my sister. Don't talk to me.
That's crazy.
Don't talk to me. We are sisters.
Crazy,
we
bruh.
are sisters. Don't talk to me.
So apart from the handsome, okay, first non-sexual turn on I would say is I like a man that dresses nice, that has a sense of style, not fashion, style. Those are two. You can have a fashion sense, you can also have a sense of style, but I like a man who has a sense of style of like, I'm not worried about stepping out with you that you will embarrass me. The same way you should not be worried that I will embarrass you the way you do. So I like a man who dresses nicely, presentable. Like if you're going to put on gentle, I don't know what to call them if they have a particular name, but the ones that they call
tailored, whatever.
the ones for gentles. That's what I hear my brothers call them.
Yeah.
Your belt should also somewhat match with the shoes. But also I feel like I've seen this from my dad and my brothers.
Yeah.
You get like. Know when to wear gentle, know when to be casual.
Like dress appropriately.
Exactly, dress appropriately. If you're going to a wedding,
Yeah.
respect the person's function. If you're going to a casual event, if you're going to a picnic, whichever, but like dress appropriately, have a sense of style. You don't have to be like a designer or anything. If anything, I don't like designer stuff. Like those Mbasmanya wear labels. I don't like them so much. But like decent, appropriate. Oh, that does
Just be
something to
smart
me.
and- Okay, I think still onto that. For me, I feel like also just to say the other end of like I don't want a fashionable man. Let me just first put that out there. I don't want this
Elaborate.
guy who will like you saw how Jonasi was dressed in the thing. It's like me, I don't want a man who's over. Like I don't want ruffles on your jacket and
guys, what if he's an artist, he's a designer? And
it would be fine, but I think for me the kind of man that I'm super attracted to, I think he's very type A structure. You know those men who are only navy blue and black?
That's boring.
Unfortunately, it's the men I end
That's
up
boring.
with. Yeah, but let me explain. I'm coming. So for me, in terms of style, you don't even have to know how to put your shoes and belt together.
Me, you have to know.
Yeah. For me, that's not a big deal. But I think
So
for
you would
me, you
not have
to
a problem with, like, let's say a man wearing a brown belt with black shoes.
Auntie, but that's the thing. See, me, I'm okay with him not knowing how to do it because we're getting married. Sweetie, I'm gonna take care of that. Like me, I'm fine with a man. I think what I really might
Too
want.
single to relate to this jazz.
Also, I've realized that me, I'm one of those, those women who love to shop for their men, who love to like dress their men. Now, if the man is too fashionable, he's doing all that for himself. But me, I've realized I love a plain man that I can come and let me bring some color into your life. Like, so
Laughs.
those men who wear just navy blue and what they happen to be my type. They wear
So
just
you would
gray.
like if your man came in a pink shirt, you'd be like, nah.
No, that's too much for
Are
me.
you serious?
I know
shirt.
that this is Bambi. That's too much for me.
Actually, let me add this.
No, for me,
I
that's
like
too much.
I like to see men in pink shirts.
Yeah, no, me. I mean, if I buy you one, yeah.
Since you want to add color into the man's life.
Yeah, but like
I
not
get
the type of man who would go out of his way to buy himself a pink shirt. I like plain. Like I want it to be plain, but bendable and adjustable. You know those men who are like, it's okay, I'll wear what my wife has laid out on the bed.
Said.
Yeah. So, but for me, I find that such a turn on. Like when you're just so removed from society that your wardrobe is so plain and like people who would be okay with wearing not the same thing every day but the same color every day. Those people who just are so type A and structured.
I feel like I know guys like I see my workmates and
that's my type.
Black, white, navy blue, and maybe checked if
but
they
when
try.
they get married, you will see the difference.
Become when you can dress nicely. So I just
so for you, you want someone who can come. Yeah, me, I want someone who can come plain, and then I'll add some.
Okay, I
color.
get it. Mine is if you already like you like to dress and stuff, I can always. Now I have a friend
but
who
now,
I
like
do
a
this
man
with.
who does OOTDs. Just say.
Okay, when me I'd be like,
No, like me, I want to be. I'm already that one for us.
okay,
So,
that makes sense.
Let me force you to be in my OOTD.
I
like,
get
don't
what
be
you
too
mean.
eager.
I get what you mean.
Don't be too eager.
Don't be too eager.
Don't be too eager. Like, yeah. But I love fashionable men as friends, though. Like my best friends, some of my best friends are very
But not as a
fashionable
partner.
men.
And you understand
No.
that? No, I get you.
No.
I get
Basically,
you don't
that's
have
it
a
coming
friend who
off.
he's not like he is those people who will see something and they're like, so what do you think about this?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let's pair this. Okay, because I also like clothes and I like creating stuff. I'm those people that be cutting clothes. A minute before I get out, I'm like, I'm not feeling this. And so he's those people who will be like, oh, I saw this and I figured it would look like this. I'm like, no, let's replace this and this and this. I think this would eat. I think so. I like that. I have friends who you can even ask me. I'm going to start charging some of you. By the way, Mumtasuri. Being a stylist is not cheap. So that's the first one.
Okay, my first one is a man of God.
Of course, I don't know how I didn't start with that. She did not tell you, but let me tell you, this madam is in love. So everything is just going to be about her man. Then me, because I can't relate.
We're giving you the both. Best of both worlds.
Let's have some hope.
No, but for me, actually, this is something I didn't think I wanted. I genuinely was, like, I thought it will be a nice addition, but it was not top of my list because of, how society can make you feel like men of God are this type of way, they want this type of woman. So I feel like dating a man of God is so easy. In terms of, you don't have to worry, where is he? What is he doing?
An actual man of God.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we need to clarify that. Like, also not a performative.
No, that's why I say
not a performative man of God.
Yeah.
So for me, I think a genuine man of God, like a man who's after God's heart, like he just wants to be like someone who Jesus like is your role model, and you just want to like even the way that you treat me, the respect you have for me, it's just a turn on. Like even in your
what's
not
that
wanting to
scripture
touch
in
me, I want to
Corinthians?
jump.
First Corinthians, the one that talks about what love should be like.
13? Yep.
I think I know it's First Corinthians.
Could be.
Yeah, love is patient, love is kind, love is doesn't envy.
All the descriptions of love. Yeah. So for me, I feel like it's such a non-sexual thing, but then it turns you on so much.
I'm going to add to what you've said, man of God, and I'm going to say a man who takes time to understand the word. And then and he doesn't use it to manipulate other people, of course, and also understands the fruits of the Holy Spirit. And some of those are, I'm going to mention self-control, and then
can't relate.
And then I like a man who has a high level of discernment.
Because you're gonna be my leader.
So
you are.
I really like to see that. I like to see that you can have a conversation with someone and they won't rubbish you or invalidate how you feel or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think they go hand in hand, really. Like, understand the word, not to manipulate people, not to. There's this thing called what they call it. Prosperity gospel. I think therefore who use the word for that.
Yes.
So
Also, I don't know if you have seen Unchosen.
not yet.
It's that show where like the word will be used against you, and you're like, you guys read this from the Bible,
And you flip
you know how
it.
people can flip scripture
Yeah.
and just be like, it's that kind of thing, and I completely understand. Like I get what you mean.
So I think
Yeah.
just to add on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me think of another one. I like a clean man. A clean
Cleanliness
man.
is next to godliness.
Thank you
guys.
very much. A clean man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put
Yeah.
all these things under cleanliness. That
Yes.
means your
Smell
hygiene,
good.
you smell good, you take care of
Yeah.
your surroundings.
Your
Because I
hair
believe
is
if you're clean,
kempt.
do you know, you see how people start looking at a man from the shoes? I
Yeah.
start from up.
Yeah.
I go from
for me,
here
the hair is
to-
a big. The hair is a big deal for me
If
as
you
well.
have
and the
unkempt
beard,
hair,
the face,
Bambi, you
I
and
start
beards,
from
then
up.
you're like, sir. Me, it's the hair. Like, if the hair is a mess, I am sorry.
You know when the kaweke
It
like
has,
a
like,
man was
coiled,
not
eh?
combed his hair. That thing turns
It also
me
looks
off.
like if you comb it might be very painful.
Like there's nothing that turns me off like that uncombed
Yeah.
kaweke that has done it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've seen it. For me, it's very
Yeah.
important that a man is clean, that he
Yeah.
takes care of himself.
Yeah.
Man, like,
And your house
have
as
a
well,
bath.
your
See,
face.
that's why I said like your
Yeah.
surroundings.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Your hygiene.
Yeah.
Like you can't be getting out of the house
Yeah.
and you've not brushed your teeth.
Then you want to kiss
And
me?
you have you get like
No.
deodorant in me.
No.
Like you're going to the public, your pits are not giving. Like
Yeah.
you get so
Yeah.
I really like a clean man. Very
Agree.
non-sexual, but it's a thing for me.
Yeah, actually that was on my list as
Yeah.
well. So that too. And then my next one, guys, a smart man.
As in
That is
smart
an
or smart?
intelligent. No.
Intelligent
Ooh,
and
like
intellectual.
smart
I feel like
up here.
I feel like some of the things
Because we're very
we have.
sapiosexual. Like me, actually, even before you show me what you can do in the bedroom, just
Yeah.
show me what you know. Show me your math. How
You're
quick
going
is
to
your
wait-
math?
Me, all
How
I know
quick
is
is
that
your
we are
mental
waiting
math?
till marriage, sweetheart.
Yeah.
So whoever my husband is
Exactly.
out there,
Like,
just so you know, before
this
you
is all you
step
have.
over here, we are going to conversate and I'm going to converse
Yeah.
whichever word works
Yeah.
for you. But we
Yeah.
shall just have conversations until you can't have conversation
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Until we are married. I am not
No, for me,
getting into adult people business.
I know that as women we don't like about being mansplained to, but it's really me mansplained to me all you want.
Exactly,
There's nothing
yeah.
I like when, and like I'm trying not to say my man, but like now I guess okay with the person that I'm with right now,
Yeah,
there
my
are
man.
specific.
We are
fields-
sorry. We are sorry.
Okay, as much as they're intelligent, you know, there's when you know you're with an intelligent man and like you know, okay, he does this, so
Yeah.
he's an engineer, he'll be good at, he knows things with what and what. But guess what? When you find out actually he knows about geography, he knows about like unsolicited information, like
You know,
just
I do
went
this.
out and
I do
read.
this even with my male friends.
Ooh,
Like
I
if
love
I can't
it.
have a conversation with you about the things that are happening around us, or if
Yeah.
you make yourself too blind to not want to have conversation, be
yeah.
it politics, socioeconomic
Right?
structures.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Even just history.
Everything, history.
Anything.
And for you just say like, man, I'm on vibes. Simani, politics doesn't concern me. My G.
Politics, it concerns
My
you.
G.
Are you paying tax?
Unless you're not paying tax.
Unless you, I
understand. And
mean,
that's
if you
what-
have no job and you're not
that's
paying
a and
tax,
that would be a child, and you're not a
Yeah,
child. So I would
yeah.
want to have
So-
and I want us to agree and disagree. I don't want you to just
Yeah.
be yes, I
No,
agree
no,
with
no,
your
no,
yes,
yes, man. No,
or I
no,
don't
no.
want to be
Yeah.
your yes man. I want us to disagree and agree, but in a healthy way.
like let's
you
have
get
constructive debates.
exactly
Like,
like.
let's share ideas and like do you know when Among did this is what
What
I
do you
thought.
see?
What do you
But
see?
according to me, like we are in class.
Yeah,
Do you
and
get?
also I guess when the intellectual like is up there, and
Yeah.
then now put some emotional intelligence.
But you're saying my
sandwich
thing.
is ready to eat.
You're putting everything.
Like you don't mind being vulnerable. You don't mind telling me
I
about
am
your
yet.
fears.
I like men who have emotional intelligence, but it's that thing of vulnerability. Why do you question marks for myself? Because I'm not getting that space. See now,
Yeah.
like you, I think you're speaking from something you're already experiencing.
Yeah.
Me, it
No,
is.
it's been
I am
mind-blowing.
yet to.
Yeah.
You get.
No, me, I
so.
think it's been mind blowing. Just
Yeah.
realize like, like I can tell you about some of the things that have happened to me,
Yeah.
and we shall keep on having the conversation. You're not going to feel uncomfortable and say, you know what, this is too much.
I
Like
talk to a man about periods and he looks grossed out by periods.
grossed out by
Yes,
periods.
yes.
Normally, then you wouldn't handle me.
Like,
Because
meanwhile, this is the bare minimum.
I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this for us.
Honestly, like there are people that are grossed out by that.
Yeah.
like you see,
That's a
there-
red flag
If
if there's
let's say
ever one.
we are
Yeah.
dating. I don't know if I believe in talking stages, but because it's either we are dating or not. It's either we are moving forward or not. What are we talking about?
We've been talking.
Bambi, let's move on. Me, I'll friend zone you. But anyways, I feel like if something is happening in the society, like let's say, for example, there's been a lot of political unrest with like abductions and all of these media being sabotaged and all of that stuff. All of these things are happening, and I bring up the conversation, and you act like you're not in this country.
Even if you're not in this country, but you're a
I will be like,
citizen of this country.
Let's just wrap it up. Let's just wrap up this conversation.
That's also another thing, like a man who cares,
Yeah.
like outside of yourself, like
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
picture, like do you care about society and
Yeah.
what's happening? Like you're not just seeing your own world. Like when you're moving out there and you see maybe hawkers or what, do you get like
Yeah.
ideas and you're thinking, but when I like,
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
start thinking
like
outside
is your
of
mind
yourself?
always awake or you're just sleeping?
Because also that's a sign of selfishness. If you can't
Yeah.
think outside of yourself,
I'm going to add empathy to that.
yes.
Because I feel like for you to
Yes.
be able to have all
Yes, you have to.
this high level of intellectualism, you should
Yes.
be able to be an empath. You have to think
Let's-
about
let's
other
put it
people.
with kindness.
Yeah.
Together.
You get.
Very
you have to
well.
be able to think how
Yeah,
do
a
my
thoughtful
actions
man.
affect other people?
Yeah.
How do my actions affect the people around me, the people I work with, my friendships, my relationships, my family, my siblings? You have to
Like
think.
I'm not just in this world
Exactly,
alone. The
like,
world
I'm not
doesn't
just-
revolve around
Thank
me.
you very much. I really like you see, people usually use
Yeah.
this example of imagine going out with a guy on a date and then he's rude to the waitresses and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It seems like a small thing, but it's so big
a big
because
thing.
how you treat people that are in lower positions of status as compared to you says a lot about
This
you.
is the real you. This is how you will treat
Yes.
me in the future.
or like people who are just kind to their partners, like you're just kind to
Yeah.
me, but you're unkind to other
You
people.
know when people are saying, "Oh, that man is what?" But me, I don't know. He's so nice to me.
Yeah. It's a matter of
Beware.
time. It's a
Yeah.
matter of time,
Before
and
it's
he
you.
will be doing the same thing to you. It's
Yeah.
always just a
Yeah.
matter of
For
time.
me, the kindness, it's such a big
Yeah.
deal. And for me, I'm very observant, like the small things, even whether it's the get guy
Yeah.
or even the way you talk about them when they are not there.
Yeah.
Like I need you to respect every person's like profession.
Mm.
Like understand, like also as we could have no money one day, and I'm here now. I'm your wife. I'm
Money
your
is
sweeper. It is so
you can
volatile,
literally
in and out.
You can wake up from being a billionaire to being a poor,
having
not even
nothing.
broke, poor.
Yeah.
Like poor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other one I can think of that's non-sexual turn on is when men fold their shirts. When men fold, like like
Yeah,
the
that
day is
thing.
almost done. It's like on a Monday, it's had a heavy day and all
Me, I
of that
blame
stuff.
50 Shades of
And
Grey.
then meanwhile, me it's not even 50 shades.
Me, I
I've
blame
always
it.
I think
But
I've always
I
liked to
do,
see men
I
in
really
like gentle shirts.
It gives. I had a hard day at work. Baby, I did everything I was supposed to do.
Yeah, and I'm looking at I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, especially.
Yeah.
So we've gone on a date. You're still in the white shirt. You
Yeah.
were in on the date,
And you
now
you
you're
take
just
off
a
the
bit,
coat.
Uh-huh.
You put it, you're like, are you feeling cold?
Oh
Let me
my
just
god. Yeah.
Feeling munda bya nyingi wabula.
No. Let me actually now my next point. A hardworking man.
I was gonna, you know what I was going to say? I was going to call him the Mr. Fix It.
Ooh, a
So,
handyman.
yes,
Maybe
like
there are different
the-
points, but yes.
Okay, so I was gonna call him
Yeah.
that because I don't like people fixing things for me.
Yeah.
In the first place, I've grown.
Really? Me
Really,
too, but I don't know how
really,
to fix them. I
really.
mean, like, as much as I will want to fix them, I don't know
Madam,
how
you
to
forget
do it.
that I'm a firstborn.
No, I get it because I want to, but I fail, so I
So
have no
you
choice.
see, I don't know how to ask for help.
Yeah.
So if a man just like
He
if he
figures
hears
it
me here,
out.
like let's say I'm having a conversation here, I'm like, hey, but I need to fix it, I'm not asking you for your help, I am telling you about it. You get.
And then you like.
And then you in your manliness you decide, you said you
You
wanted to
Mr.
fix
Handiness.
this and I fixed it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, you actually listen. It's always a shocking thing for me.
Yeah.
I have a male friend. I don't like his not male friend, but a man who's
a
my
friend.
friend.
Yeah.
Who is like that? Like you'll be casually talking about something like, man, I need to do this, I need to do this. Then he'll be like, remember when you mentioned this? Yeah, I've worked on it. And it's like, oh.
I feel
Okay.
like no. For me too, the handy thing,
Yeah.
especially obviously now we're talking serious. We're gonna get married.
Yeah.
So I can't do anything handy. I can't even switch a bulb. I struggle to switch a bulb.
I've learned
So
to do
for
these
me-
things. I've learned to switch. I've learned to put bulbs up. I've learned the day I
Yeah.
got my couches.
Yeah.
They couldn't pass through my door, like where I stay. So I had to pass them on the balcony. and I was from a gym session that day.
By the way, me as a first one, I'll try to do that alone, by the way.
And
I would try to do it
and I was
alone.
like, if I had them, I'd not be doing all of this. Because even the guys who had come to help me move them in, they couldn't. So I was like, you know what? One person stayed outside, the other person stayed here. I have a housemate, so we've you've seen my balcony. Over the balcony.
I just didn't notice that they couldn't fit through the
door. There's a reason why people be calling me ninja, for real.
I have an ex who I moved in that kind of situation, and now me, at that point I've been living alone. He's been staying home and etc. He couldn't put together a bed.
I want to see,
I just want a handy.
I want to be there. My man is like,
also,
I fixed the pipe.
Yeah. Also, guys, this is those beds where you just get a spanner and
like, if I can do it, why can't you do it?
You just need energy. Like me, I knew the theory, but I didn't have the energy to do it. He had the energy.
Love said the theory and the energy can be applied over here.
Brother, there's nothing that's as turn off as a man who can't actually fix anything, even if it's a small
like
thing.
I want if my car gets a problem, I call you her babe.
I just need
me. I call them Mr. Fix It. Also because I'm not used to people helping me out or like wanting to lend a hand or that kind of thing. So the fact that you are you're available. You want to.
Yeah, because also that's coming from, I guess, another point, a man who can listen. And for me, that's been a new experience for me. Like, and me, I'm a talker. Like, ask me talk. But also, I'm used to men just hearing the things I'm saying, and then but like someone who starts becoming very specific because they've had what you want and what you like, and like wow.
I was with someone once, and I think I mentioned, I was supposed to do something. I don't remember what it was. I'm trying to remember the details of it, but I can't remember the details of what it was supposed to be. So I tell this normal conversation. They call me, like, first of all, I hate phone calls, but this person used to call me and I would not complain. So I think we're talking about I don't remember what it was, but I think they called me to ask me how my day was, and then you know how you're rumbling the whole day, like, oh, then it's like, no, slow down. Day was like, I was like, first of all, this is new for me because me, I'm rushing to go do other things. This is after work, but I have other things. I have a 9 to 5 and then a 5 to 9.
Like, so we're not wasting time here.
I don't even have mine is a 7:30 to 4:30. Crazy. So in my head, I'm thinking I'm trying to wrap it up and everything. He's like, no, I want you to slow down. Tell me what went wrong and what went right. So I started explaining. I'm like, oh, this and this happened. I was able to achieve this. I didn't finish this. He's like, okay. So the things that you haven't achieved, have we set out goals for them, or is it something you'd want us to talk about? Listen, you see, it's a very small thing, but it's the fact that you are paying attention. You're listening to what I'm saying. So it's like, you know what? Start with the easier tasks, go to the harder ones. Then when you're done, you can, find a way to like continue the rhythm and everything. I'm like, oh, thanks. So I think the next day I go do that. I had like a, what do they call it, to-do list. I'm like, I started with the easier tasks, I finished with the harder ones, and this is where I'm at. He's like, okay, that's really, really cool. Now I thought that was enough. Later in the day, I know you had a long day, let me send you some ice cream. I said, oh,
are you an angel? Did you just stop from heaven?
I'm like, oh, you can actually listen. Mind you, the ice cream thing, I'd mentioned my flavors once, and every time you'd order, he would add a new one for me to learn. Like, oh, I added this one just to see if you like it.
Not that I don't know what your favorite flavor is, but I even want you to explore.
I said, okay. So really, like, I think I have, now that friend of mine that I've already mentioned, this friend is going to get more bridge.
Yes, me, I'm invested in this
this friend could potentially be the husband. I'm
joking. I told you.
And it could happen. It wouldn't be a bad thing.
It wouldn't be a bad thing.
This said friend, is always pushing me to be a better person, especially with my career. And for me, it's a big thing. So, like, I'll say something, and then I'm like, hey, I have to do this. He's like, oh, okay. Then, like, days later, he's like, you said you were supposed to do this. Did you do it? I'm like, oh, I like someone holding me accountable. Like, yes, I have to hold myself accountable as well, but I like someone reminding me that, you know what, you have to be disciplined if you're going to achieve this. So,
oh my god. No,
I feel like I've added so many things in one.
No, but same for me. Just even from that point. And then, like, even with the cramps, he'll say things like, how are we doing with the cramps?
Choka, how are we?
I'm like,
we?
Like, this is a
nice.
we thing? Like,
It really must be nice.
Thing? So for me, that
at least you know that you're like, you have a partner, not you're just doing it alone.
We're in this together. Even though I'm in pain right now, like, we're actually in this together. We're in this together. So I really, 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 really like that. But yeah, that listening, hardworking, and handy guy. Because for me, I feel like we've misused the word hardworking as a generation, by the way. Because when I say hardworking, I'm not meaning I want you to go dig all day and then what. But like, actually, let me put hardworking together with financially responsible. Let me put those two together. Like a man who has a plan, like a man who works smart, like a man who's thinking about the future. Like, oh, in a few years, we're going to have kids. Where is this? Like a man who's actually working hard to provide. Even like he has that plan in his mind and like...
just get married.
But yeah. Your next one?
I think the other one that I'd say is a man who has an identity outside of the relationship. And by this I mean they don't forget. Of course, most men don't, but there's some who kind of like pivot who they are, and then the changes that come with maybe marriage or being a father completely change who they are. But I would like for a man to continue showing up for their friends
himself, like
for their
hobbies.
friends, because most I'm yet to see men with very deep friendships. There are very few that really have deep friendships, that put energy into their friendships that much. True. I like seeing, like, of course most of them will show up for themselves. That one I would like to see more, but I mean particularly for how they actually show up for their friendships. Genuinely hold your friends accountable, let them hold you accountable, so that kind of like you have a sense of community with your guy friends outside just maybe trauma dumping on or emotionally dumping
or
on a woman,
football,
or like
dumping.
let it actually be genuine friendships. That's something I really like, that like, oh, I'm going out with the guys, we're going to do this,
like,
we're going
you do
to
your thing, let me do my thing, when we come together we do our thing.
So
like,
that's something I like to see. Like, I don't expect someone to take away who they are just because they're with me, or for me to take away who I am just because I'm with them.
Like, let's both still be individuals, then when we come together we're just two whole human beings. I love that as well.
Any other?
So I feel like my other non-sexual turn-on for me, I think also coming from a background that I come from, a family-oriented man. Like, in terms of both the family he comes from and the family he wants to create. Like, you care about your sisters. Do you know your mom on Mother's Day? Are you calling your mom to check in? Are you? Those things for me are so huge.
Don't even have to say it.
And for me, it's such a big deal because it's a reflection of the family we're going to create and how you're going to be there for my daughters, for our daughters, and our sons. And so for me, I feel like, because also I want a big family. That's the truth. I want a family feeling because I've not felt that growing up. So I want to milk.
So you want to be able to recreate it in a positive sense.
If I could have what was that thing we used to watch with Cheaper by the Dozen? If I could, you know, that family vibe of fully you know, I think that's what I want. So a man who will enable me to create that, but also the family he comes from. To create it.
For me, family oriented is a big
for
thing.
You, it's
because
just it's just the basic bare minimum.
It's really the bare minimum because I've come from
a
family. I'm a family oriented person.
She goes home for Sunday dinner, guys. You know?
Guys, I'm loved at home, man. Like, I can just be there. Even in the middle of the week, I can just be there. I'm like, let me first go back home, man.
When
let me first go home. Let me first call my mother and be, let me first call my father. And also, I've learned this from my parents because they always remind us that even I have 3 brothers, so we are 4 children. They always remind us that you have to be one unit. So for me, if I'm going to be with a man or get married or whatever, my husband really, I want to hope that he comes from a family where they are united, where they are together, there's love, that even when they disagree, they have conflicts, they talk it out
and wanting the best for each other, because we've also seen enough families where people don't want the best for each other. Like,
so for me now, like, for example, my dad is a firstborn, so he has carried everyone.
Me too.
My mom is the second last. Right. My mom is the second last. So you would expect that the dynamics would be difficult. But they haven't been. Now,
dynamic.
My dad has carried so many of his siblings that some of them, usually the idea is, let me carry so that at least when each one of them gets a certain level, we carry each other.
We all now carry for each other.
But unfortunately, that has not happened.
That's not
but
what
the
happened.
beautiful thing,
because guess what? The people being carried become reluctant. Like, there is someone to carry us.
Exactly.
Speaking from, it's the same thing on my side of
so
the family.
I'm also glad that I've had this conversation with my dad, and I've told him, you know what? These people that you're trying to still hold on the hand are adults. They know what they're doing.
Ooh,
you
Ooh,
get? And
adults
it's also
who are drinking
a
their land
beautiful.
away.
You get? And it's also a beautiful thing that I get to have these conversations with my parents.
Yeah.
Because me, my mom will sit me down. She's like, now you. My mom like saying,
Hey.
I have to tell you ABCD this and this and this. My dad would do
I
the
have to
same
be
thing.
real with
Or
you.
like even when I go home, like we disagree. I disagree with my parents on so many
Yeah.
things because I mean generational differences
Yeah.
and all of that stuff. But like I can still get. This is something I've also learned from that friend of mine because he has
a friend of mention. We're giving you a special mention in the comments.
he has conversations with, like he's those people who will have a conversation with his mom. They'll disagree and then they'll have to sit down and be like, I forgive you, I also forgive you. Do you get?
My God. And
yeah.
that guy
So now
having a-
me,
Ooh.
I used to be the I will avoid it. So one day he tells me,
Next
man,
time we just pretend
yeah,
we
he's like, man,
forgive
these are
each
your
other."
parents, yeah. You love your parents, they love you. Talk to them. I remember I had a scuffle with my mom not long ago, by the way. Like
Yeah.
in the month of March. March,
After your
April.
birth- okay.
Yeah,
March.
March, April there. And like when my mom was trying to shout, I switched off the phone. So I called my dad. Now my mom had already called her husband.
Of course, it's her passion.
She has already reported, hey, your daughter.
Hey.
So I also called my dad. I am yelling. My dad is like, both of you, right now you're hot. When you have to calm down.
Let's calm
Calm down,
down.
have a normal conversation. So I have the
Make
conversation
sense.
the next day. And then I tell my mom, first of all, I'm sorry. I told her I don't want to go to church. I have this jihad in me. So I'm like, I'm sorry, mommy, for shouting at chibi. I even actually said it as a joke. I'm like, katimbo chanyegide. That's how I
But you
started.
and your mom, I could never.
Like
But-
people think we are like sisters.
No, but I love that because sisters do that.
Yeah. So
Sisters, couple.
also maybe
And-
because I'm the only girl. So.
Yeah. Also, when you're talking about that, I was realizing that a thing that us as Africans maybe we've
Yeah.
not been normalized to
Yeah.
accept is that conflict or resolved conflict is a sign of love. Like when I'm
True.
willing to argue out a thing with you and like face it, I'm not going to
Yeah.
avoid it. Then I actually love you enough
Yeah.
to go through this uncomfortable conversation.
I think I've also learned how to not give up on people because of my parents.
Yeah.
Because I think especially for boy children, most of them usually have a period where they stray off. Yeah. So I've seen
We
that
don't.
with one of my
As
even
girls,
us
we
we
don't.
do. But like there's this thing of
Yeah.
for girls is like that more strictness on girls as compared to boys. Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But I've seen
Yeah.
that even in our adult age, like my brother who follows me,
yeah.
there are things that he will do. And I'm like, me, if it was me, I would just ignore you. But my parents will call, come home, let's talk. You get. So for me, that's a big
nice.
thing.
Yeah.
Like it
Like,
tells
it's
a
a
lot
sign
of
of
where
love.
you've come from.
Yeah.
You get. Family oriented is so
big.
important for me.
very huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe let me add one before. It's not family
Family.
oriented as per se.
Uh-huh.
I should have added it to a man who's clean, but this is like to a man who takes care of himself. I like men that are fit.
Because that's part of taking care of
I
yourself.
like
That's part of
men that are
loving
fit.
yourself.
Like let's go for a run.
Yeah.
Let's go for a walk. Let's go to the gym.
No, a man that is in like he loves himself
Yeah.
and loves his body and he wants to take care of it.
I don't even care
And-
before smanyi buff like
No, for your health, because
I
we
don't
gotta
really
be
care
all
about
together.
that. You get.
No, we need to be all together, and if you
I don't even know.
try-
That
if
should
you
have been
don't
like the
start
first
taking
one.
care of your
Should I
body-
forget it? How could I forget it?
Yeah.
Should have been the first one. Honestly,
Yeah.
I like to see
Yeah.
like let's just be
Even
there and
drinking
you're
water,
asking me
just
what's
those
your
non-sexual, just take care of
You
your
get.
body. Like even eating healthy. Like you
like be there and tell me what's the update on Strava? You
yeah.
get.
Ooh, it's a sign of you love yourself, but
Yeah.
also you love your partner so much that you want the best for them.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
how when you say when women let themselves go.
Go, yeah.
I think it's that same conversation
Of
of
like,
like
you
I need
don't
to
have
love
to get-
myself to want myself to look
Yeah,
good, but I
yeah,
also
yeah.
need to love my partner enough like to, and also my partner should like be supportive, whether
Yeah.
it's like let's go to the gym together and like also
And let's
now-
go and mean business. Please don't be trying to do other things.
Supportive. Let's talk about support. A supportive man, guys, like supportive in terms of career. Whether you say I want to lose weight, he's there. I want to gain weight, he's there.
There.
I want to get this
Yeah.
award, he's there. I want to, and I guess same thing on the accountability partner thing. I think it's the same thing, like a supportive man. Because for me, I've dated a man before who had never listened to the podcast. Let's start there. Yes. Yes.
Telling you I'm loved at home. I don't understand
You
these
don't
things.
know these things.
Like honestly, I don't. It's like
Yeah.
it's like when I see people who are mean, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like
can't
why are you
relate.
mean?
You can't.
Why are you
relate.
unkind?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
also from home, people don't treat each other like
Yeah.
that. So
No,
I
like,
don't.
you can
Like there are
actually
things
date a
I
man
see
who
and I'm
doesn't
like,
care
how,
about-
man, how?
Yeah.
But
It's
anyways,
really, really possible. A man who genuinely wants to settle down and start a family. Like, I feel like for me, that's very, like, also a man with intention, an intentional man, a man with direction. Still attached to the leadership thing, a man who's comfortable leading.
I
Like when we are going somewhere, I don't want you to be sitting and be like, hey, where
maybe
are
I'll
we
be saying,
going?
I'll be saying something different a couple of, maybe 5 or 10 years from now.
Yeah, but for me, I've realized I think that a man who's like comfortable being the
Yeah.
leader is very important, because as a firstborn, now,
You're used to
some of
always
the things-
being the leader,
yes.
so someone taking it off of you.
Yeah, also a firstborn who's lived alone for a long time. I feel like you have to be more, like your level of wanting to be leader has to be higher than mine, because I'm also trying to figure things out. As a
I
firstborn,
mean, that requires me to be vulnerable, and that's going to take a while, so I'm not going to add it to my list. Maybe what I can say, I like a man that appreciates the importance of solitude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to be in your space all the time. You don't have to be in my space all the time.
Yeah.
Like, and then surprisingly, quality time is one of my love languages.
Yeah.
But I also want you to do your own thing. Like, be there, let me be here. We all don't have to be in each other's face all the time. You get, like, be comfortable sitting in your silence.
Yes.
Like, I don't know.
Like, we don't have to
Don't
all
be
the
too
time.
needy. That's the word. Needy,
the word.
clingy.
That's the word.
Because I'll be irritated.
That's the word.
I'll be very, very irritated. So I really like a man that it's a very non-sexual thing, but I think it's really, it really does something for me. Like, I appreciate that you appreciate the importance of solitude for you, because it's good to be in silence, to know what works for me without all the noise. Who am I in this moment? Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. And I think for me, another one that I don't know if we've touched on something that could be related, but like a down-to-earth man. Like a man who...
Humility, a man who
like
has humility.
all these things happening in the world and what, all the pressure, and like none of that moves him.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, he's grounded in something, preferably
So
God.
grounded, that's the word.
But like, I think a man who's really, really grounded.
Yeah.
Another huge thing for me now is a planner. I didn't know I needed
Because you're
it
used to being the
planner.
planner.
Thank you.
I understand.
Thank you. Tell me
My problem is with this planning thing.
Yeah.
I've just remembered that on my graduation, my parents had taken charge, but I left where I was seated as the mgore of the event. Went to ask, is everyone okay? Has everyone gotten food? My parents told me, Madam, garuka yoshita. Go and sit, everyone is okay. And now I always wonder what's that's going to be like when I'm planning my own wedding.
Ooh, right?
So I think for me it's going to, like, I hear you, because we're always on planning.
Yeah.
It's going to be something where I have to learn to let go. Like,
but that's the struggle I'm dealing with right now. That quote unquote submission, but learning how to let go of some of the things and actually be taken care of and stuff like that. A man who has authority. Like a man who can quote unquote sit me down. Not like that.
I will not
completely.
sit down. Sorry.
No, but let me explain. I think it's a firstborn thing. It's a firstborn thing. Me, the men I've been with, even with my ex, let me tell you, whatever I said is what my ex would do. Like if I said,
so he had no
gone here,
backbone.
in short, I'm kind of saying, like, I don't know where, but also I am very like strong-willed. Just to give context, I'm a very strong-willed person, and like, it's not even like sit down and what. There's a way that a man can do it with such calmness,
like a gentle way.
Exert his authority.
Okay.
I didn't know I wanted
authority.
that.
Interesting.
I know the word authority even feels like, but like there's a way that I can like just like you chill. I got this, okay? You relax.
And you can't tell me to sit down. We shall argue.
No,
Sorry.
this is me, by the way. This is me.
I think you can always find a room for balance, actually, compromise or something like that.
Authority thing is partnered together with like servant leadership, because for me that's the place where
This babe has been in her word for sure, because
let me explain to you, like the man who leads, but it's not that authority that makes you feel like also, first of all, he leads by example. Very much by example. He will not even say he does. But that authority thing, I think for me was big for me, because as a firstborn, I know we say jokingly like a man who can make me do that, but that thing, like a man who can make me
you will know it. Okay, relax is the word. Sit down.
Because like let me tell you, I overthink and I overdo things, and sometimes I need to just be told to just sit and relax.
I understand you.
Yeah.
I overthink
so
worst case scenarios, best case scenarios, but I overthink worst case scenarios more than best case
even
scenarios.
The logistics and workings of things, like we are going here, and the chair, like we are always in our heads. I don't know if it's a firstborn
no, because we are used to always taking charge of stuff.
and trying to make sure everything is
Yeah.
working. And then, so for me, I feel like a man who can actually take charge. I don't know if that's the right word, but also in such a calm way that I don't
In a
even feel it
gentle
coming.
way.
Like, oh, ooh,
I get you.
like,
I get
oh,
you.
How did you do that?
I get
Because
you.
for me, when you come with the authority, I'm going to also now back up.
It's
That's
going to
the
be like a
thing.
clash of egos. That
Yeah,
kind of
that's
thing.
what happens with me. But there's a way I've just realized that a man can actually do it with such calmness.
Yeah, it takes a man who has
Guided by
esteem, who's
also
grounded, who's, like you said,
Yeah.
guided by God,
He
who's
has to be
grounded,
guided by
who's
God, for sure.
who's aware of himself, and in a very positive way, not in the
Yeah.
kind of like I'm
Yeah.
arrogant, I'm stepping on people, that kind of thing. It takes someone who has put in
Yeah.
the work
Yeah.
to really to show what healthy masculinity should look like.
Right.
Yeah. I think those are the only ones I can think of really.
Yeah.
If I ever think of any, maybe we shall do a part 2.
No, but I think also for me, I feel like that really kind of grounds it. They're very much, again, like you said, attached to the fruits of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, honestly, like
patience,
if I'm seeing
love,
most of them are
kindness.
attached to
True, maybe we just need men of God. I don't know.
healthy.
Yeah.
I like to
Yeah.
add healthy because man, there are very
Yeah.
many men of God and they are very evil out there. They're just hiding under God and being overly
Actual,
religious
genuine.
and yeah.
But
So
also,
you
if
have,
you take your time and you're observant, you can see.
if you pray for discernment, you
Yes.
can get it and you can
Yes.
see it.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
see
I
it. Do
think
you have
so.
any other?
A man who's proud of his culture.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. How would I not say
my
this?
God. Like I'm a Mchiga. Ooh, like this is my this is my clan.
But proud of the healthy sides of it.
Yeah. Don't like beat women and say me I'm a Mchiga. This is what. No,
Please,
no.
people don't have an identity. It's
Yes.
like this thing of
Yes.
when I hear kids saying they don't know how to speak their languages
Thank
and
you.
they only speak
Thank
English,
you.
and
Thank
it's
you.
like,
Thank
why
you.
are you a Muganda and tomanyi kwogera
Thank you.
Luganda?
Thank you.
Like how?
Thank you.
Oli omunyankole tokumagamba Runyankole.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're an
that's going
Acholi
to
and you don't know how to
translate
speak
into how
Acholi.
we
Like
raise our
I don't know, and
children.
it's like thing of people actually think speaking their native languages is local.
Now a man who thinks that can please
Because-
don't reach me. Do not come close to me.
And then
Like-
I've seen some that like you see someone. There's a time I'm speaking to someone in Uganda. They're like, "Can I this my into Uganda?" I'm like, "Bro, I am in Kampala.
Like,
I had to learn the
It's
language."
only the accent that fails us.
But-
hey, otherwise,
Like-
we try.
But I don't
Imagine.
understand it. But it's really nice to see a man who's like, you know what? I
Yeah.
understand my language, and
And I'm
if they
proud
become
of
a
it.
father, they would like to make sure they teach their child, their children, children, whichever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I think related to that as well is a man who's very serious and about like, it's not even about beating, but like a man who's, even when you're dating, you can see that he's going to be very serious about disciplining your children and like making sure that they are on the right path.
So you don't believe in gentle parenting?
No, I do actually.
Okay.
I'm saying it's not a beating thing because me, I'm the gentle parent. This is
Yeah.
me is me. But like accountability, consequences for actions. Like whether it's, of course, we're not doing it the way our parents did,
Yeah.
but being very serious about it because like I don't want to raise spoiled children, unfortunately.
And we have so
And
many of those.
also, the Bible says that discipline is the role of the father. By the way, like. So, like, if the man is not strong
And yet,
about
for some reason, most people
disciplining-
leave it for mothers.
that's the thing, because they're the ones home all the time, but discipline and identity comes from the father. Yeah, no, for me that culture thing
Yeah.
is very important for me. Like a man who's proud of where he comes from, his name even pronounces his name the right way. Because not people who don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm coming for you, by the way. Like Komugisha, it's Chomjisha. Komgisha.
No, Komgisha.
Like Mutesasira. No, Mutesasira, come back and sit down. No, come here and sit. No,
That's crazy.
like I need a man
That's
who's
wild,
proud
bro.
of where he comes
Yeah.
from. Because when you come to pick me up, I'm gonna also be proud of my culture,
Yeah.
even you as well. Like just
Yeah.
imagine how like we are two Africans
Like
who are
Vampita
proud
Gundi.
of where
It's like
we are
it's like
from.
when I ask someone like. You ask a Muganda man
Who doesn't
where
know
did
how
I
to
change?
play
It's like,
tambla
come
or
on, tambla ngo Muganda. They're like, and they don't. I'm like, what do you mean?
Like, what
Even
do
me,
you
who's
know?
not from the
I
center,
know about
who's from the
it.
west, I know that you have to know.
Yes.
Or like now you see from the west, most
Yeah.
people say we don't follow those clan things, sweetheart. Yeah, I follow them.
Sorry.
Now
that
you're
means
Mhinda, I
you're
can't
here,
marry
what?
a
You're
fellow
from- you're Mzungu
Mhinda.
here.
You get like I need to know what's your clan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that I
Yeah.
don't make those
Yeah.
mistakes. But
Yeah.
people don't be knowing these things, man.
They don't.
Like it's always nice to hear someone
They
say, "Hey, I'm
don't. They
this.
really don't.
I come from this
Yeah.
place." Like I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
know your
that's-
roots. You get.
Before we go, guys, a man who can cook. Before we go, a man who can cook, like a man who realizes that cooking
My
is a
brothers
survival
know how to
skill
sew.
that both
I can't.
genders
I know.
should
I know. My mother prepared them properly. He told them this is not just about gender. It's a skill you all have to have.
right?
So.
And then, you know, there's men who learn how to cook just to please women. No, a man who knows how to cook because it's
a
survival skill and
I
he's a
don't want to call it
human
a survival. I want to say it's just
a
skill. Everyone
Like,
should have it.
Just the same way I know how to shower and wash my
You
body.
should know how to
You
cook.
should know how
basic
to cook.
basic things. Small
Because
rice
what will
here and
happen
there.
when I'm in labor and I have stitches, now you want me to go and cook?
Man, you will
Guys,
start.
So my wrap-up question:
Yeah.
How would you compare the qualities, I guess, non-sexual that
Yeah.
we are comparing, where they are at now
Yeah.
and what they used to be like before? What do you think has evolved about those non-sexual, those qualities that you're looking for in that person?
I think
Like,
for
what has
me, I
changed?
would say I'm now maybe stronger on them. I think before I would be like, you know that like thing of like you had these qualities,
Yeah.
but you weren't standing so much with them because you were younger. But
like
now
you were
you're
just
like,
a bit-
I think that's what I would say. Like now I'm
Yeah.
strict on them. Like I want this,
Me
I want
too,
this
by
like
the
this,
way.
and I'm not
Yeah.
changing. Also, if you pray, God listens, guys. He's a loving father. When you pray,
With ears.
when you tell him, God, this is what I want, this is what I want, you
Yeah.
get it. You get it. You
Yeah.
get it. Yeah. So I think for me now that I'm older, I can say I stand on these things. I'm not changing them. I'm not
Yeah.
altering them. I stand on them. I don't want a person who's like this. The same way that person probably doesn't want a person who's like
Who's
that
like
way.
that.
Yeah. So I think that's what I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
For you?
I think for me, I would say the things I've wanted have always been the same, by the way.
Yeah.
They've not changed, but it's probably the perception of myself. I think I've always wanted what I wanted, but there's
Yeah.
a way I felt like I didn't deserve what I wanted.
Yeah.
I was not
Also,
worth
maybe
it.
is it because maybe the experiences you had at the
Yeah,
time?
for
Okay,
sure, for
okay.
sure. And then now I think falling in love and realizing that love is not.
Oh my God! I feel like I've seen an Sorry.
Realizing that, yeah, like it's you know, like I think just realizing, like you said,
Yeah.
standing and being confident in what you
Yeah,
want, but
yeah.
also making the decision to work towards being what
yeah.
the person that I
Because
want
you can't
to be
request
would
all
want.
these things of
when you're
somebody
not-
else.
Yeah, so I feel like for me it was realizing the amount of work that I had to put in on myself to also be the kind of person that the person I wanted could desire. Yeah, so for me I feel like, but that's something of being stronger in your boundaries. Because also me when I was young, I would be like, I want a God-fearing man. Then when he comes, guys, not God-fearing, I'm like, anyway,
You don't
it's
even
okay.
actually you don't even understand what good fearing is at the time. We
At
shall
the
get into
time,
that. That's a conversation on its own.
Yeah, but guys, whoa.
We really do a good job at yapping, don't we? If you hear anything noisy, we are in Kampala, guys. You should expect the noise.
Yeah. But I think that wraps up what could be our non-sexual turn-ons
Yeah.
with men. Please let us know what yours are in the comments.
We are
and
really excited to see what yours
let's
are.
keep
You
the
know,
conversation going, and
Yeah.
also we have so many that we've probably forgotten.
Yeah.
So just remind us in the comments.
Yeah.
Leave a like, share this with a friend or two, and until
your
next
family,
time,
your
wow.
ex, Lowkey Loud.
Guys, we never introduce ourselves, but yeah, we're Lowkey Loud. Bye bye.
See ya. Woo! What a day.
What are they? Oh,